Hi guys, welcome to RENDER.CAMP. My name's Daniel. I hope you hear me well. Write me some pluses to the chat and we're gonna start our today's lesson. I'm absolutely happy. First of all, welcome to RENDER.CAMP, and I'm absolutely happy to run this workshop. Today we will work, I will show you how to make this picture. That is one of my goals for today. And another thing I want to share with you that is our workflow. And I honestly think today's lesson. That is way more important because workflow and the step-by-step system of the whole project creation, that is the answer why we can do pictures like that in every single project. Why that is important? That is important because quite often people tell me something like, Daniel, the pictures you made, you show us, that is quite nice, but in my situation, I have something specific. And my system built it to show you how the approach, in fact, that is about approach to any possible project. No matter, is it, I don't know, townhouse, is it even interior, or that is a huge skyscraper in the middle of New York, or no matter what exactly. Because the question always inside definition of the word professional visualization. You know, we usually 4 times a year we're running professional visualization course, and professional visualization, we have to understand what is professional visualization. And quite often people think that's about knowing all options, all buttons, all I don't know, all settings, and of course, magic settings, magic knowledge, magic silver bullet for some for any situation. And that is professional visualization. No, definitely, in my personal opinion, professional art, 3D artist in a 2024, that's not the person who know all buttons. Definitely not. And all software. That is the person who can guarantee to the client the result and deliver it in a predictable time, in a predictable quality. And that's not always mean the best possible quality. I don't want to tell you that you have to make picture in a low quality. Of course not. But some clients need more art in their pictures. Some clients need less art. And if you work in architectural visualization, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, thank you guys. But I think you lost my question. Please write me some pluses to the chat. I know them. The stream goes and everything okay, but to be honest, I want to have some discussion, interactive discussion with you. And yes, guys, our today's my today's speech will be divided in a few parts. First of all, I will present your workflow, then I will show you the whole work in 3D, and then I will answer your questions. So feel free to ask me whatever you want in the chat. Of course, hit the like button if you don't. Of course, subscribe to this channel to not miss next workshops and videos we usually create for you. And if you'll have any ideas you want me to show you on the future, feel free to leave some comment in the comment block and offer your idea about future workshop, because I'm absolutely open. We work with many different types of projects, and I'm absolutely open to share with you any of them. Just whatever you want. Okay, so let's get started. The most important thing, in my personal opinion, that's exactly workflow. Pipeline, workflow, step-by-step system, all words the same idea. That is what you have to do. One, then second one, then third one, then fourth one, and then fifth one. What the problem? It can sound like obvious, to be honest. But in fact, most of us don't use the typical steps. Let me present it to you. So first of all, in every single project, we start with discovery phase. That's about exploring the project, and not only like looking for references. Of course, we are searching for references, of course, but that is deep understanding what the project about as an architecture, for whom this project should be, who's the owner, who's the builder, who's the I don't know, developer, what their ideas, what their strength and weaknesses may be. Maybe something else. Maybe that is the company with a huge landscape background, and for them really important to show something about landscape. Maybe this company about something else. You have to understand it, deeply understand. And for this, please spend like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours exploring the area where this project is. For example, that is quite green area, a lot of trees, and which kind of trees you have to know. Maybe that is area with I have no idea, with some specific something. It should be anything. Maybe here, like I don't know, some huge hospital next to this, and that is a place for their stuff. No, I have no idea, but you definitely have to explore it, really understand. And first of all, you have to understand what the project about as an architecture, and then you have to understand where and how someone will use your pictures. Because if someone will tell you, oh, I will use it in on my website, I will run it to advertisement, to the social media, everywhere else, unfortunately it doesn't work in that way, because for each of these placements you need quite different type of pictures, and you have to explain that to your client and tell them, okay, I will prepare specific pictures for each of these goals. Of course, you can sell this. You can try to sell, and that is like a little bit different way part of my speech, but that is like one possible way to upsell your project. If you work directly with the client, of course, not with the studio. That is number one. No, that is number two inside a general thing. So you have to understand for whom you make this project. Okay? So only after that, you have to jump to the block we call scene setup. Usually people call it modeling, but that is not modeling. That is exactly scene setup. Why? Because mostly we don't model anything. Okay, we model walls, we model, I don't know, roof, we model maybe, I don't know, terraces, but we do not model trees, we do not model windows, doors, and a lot of stuff, and we have to understand it. So we have to model something, I mean main scene, or remodel main geometry, and then we have to fill whole model with ready models, download it, or no matter where exactly you got it, I mean these models, you have to finish this step, because if you work with modeling during lighting stage or shadering stage, you make your project slower. As you remember, I started with this. Yeah, what is professional visualization? That is predictable time and predictable quality. So predictable time, that's for example, I made this picture during, to be honest, I forgot, but approximately 2 hours. That was really fast. So modeler sent me a ready picture, a ready scene, and then I worked just 2 hours, and then I sent to our project manager ready picture, said you can send it to the client. Client sent us some feedback, and that feedback, there was 2 rounds of feedback. I want to be honest with you, that there was 2 rounds of feedback, some changes in the roof. The first version here, we had 3 windows, then we combined them into one single roof, and And he asked us to change some these bushes to some some previous type of bushes to this type of bushes. So in fact, the changes was like I don't know, in total like 40 minutes. So that is not a long idea, long work on this project. Yeah, so that's why we have to practice with work to work with this workflow. Which render engine will you use? Today I will use Corona, but usually I work with Corona, V-Ray, and F-Storm. Now we started to use Unreal Engine as a studio, and in fact we work with all of them. And we do not use the Unreal Engine only for animations. I mean, we can do animation in a Corona render, we can do animation in F-Storm, we can do animation and still renders in any of these render systems. It all depends on the client needs, client style, artist style, and our preferences. Okay, so the main idea of the second block, that is, you have to finish your model. Only after when you finish your model, you can jump to the second block. We called it art direction or general feeling. Art direction, what is this? That mean more skilled in our company, more skilled senior artists create main emotion of the frame, whether time of the day, composition, position of the camera position. Composition and camera position, that's not the same, because composition can include color composition, light and shadow composition. Camera position, that's only one part of it. An idea of the frame, the storytelling, because this picture have it. Yeah, that is about all American backyard. Yeah, with everyone understand the time of the day, the weather, and what exactly we can do under this tree, under their branches, in this shadow. That's clear, that is easy to feel this atmosphere. And that's not about settings, that's about idea and emotion. And that's why you have to practice with references. A lot of people ask me why we work with references a lot. References, that is somebody's experience. And we can invent everything, or we can use somebody's experience. That's like I don't know, learning math before you will hire to some job. Of course, better learn math. Here the same. Better explore reality using really good looking pictures. That's why you have to work with reference. So no matter, that's how you will improve your vision, your eye experience, everything like that. So then general feeling. In fact, general feeling after scene setup should be like 10-20 minutes maximum. Then artist stage, still image, that is about details. I mean, adding textures, adding some important materials. I would say only one thing about it. You have to work not with elements you want. You have to work from big areas on your pictures to small pictures on your areas. For example, what is the biggest area here? Now, of course, the background, but after background, that is general feeling. That is grass. Okay. So you have to make the grass. What's the next one? That is greenery. Yeah. So you have to finish with greenery and trunk. After that, you have to go to the smaller plants, because usually artists start with the smallest but more attractive elements, such as decor, for example, in interiors, or small bushes, plants, well, like these plants next to the house. And that's dramatic mistake. Why? Because these small bushes will have such a not important impact to the whole picture. That could be just a tiny touch. And when you'll add the biggest shaders, you will see dramatic changes in your general mood. That's why you have to start with a general feeling. But I will show you that in a few minutes. Okay, and in case you have animation in this project, the first step of the artist stage, or fourth stage, that is post-production. Of course, you have to know how to make post-production, and I will show you today how to do that. Of course, with AI. Number 5, that is animation. If you have animation in the project, you have to make still images for every animated shot, and then animate camera in this scene or in this scene state, no matter. And then animate it and render it on render farm or your PC. That is not important. Not important where exactly you will render it, I mean. Okay, so that's clear. Yes, and I said we will make a post-production with the definitely with the AI. Why I'm said exactly definitely? Because right now that is part of reality. I know a lot of artists avoid using AI in their workflows for many different reasons. I would say that is, unfortunately, that is a dramatic mistake. Why? Because that is our reality. That is our reality, and that is our future. The earlier you'll understand it and start use AI, the more experienced you'll be in the moment when everyone will use it. That's like using computer, I don't know, 20 years ago. Like, yes, you can draw your blueprints with a paper, but future already come. Yeah, everyone will use computers. Everyone will use AI to make architectural visualization. And of course, some of you may ask me, Daniel, come on, AI will replace us and will create some architectural visualization instead of us. No, if you already work with AI, you definitely know they are not. They will never replace us in a full understanding. That is like a new tool. Yes, that is definitely a tool. They will improve their, I don't know, possibilities. But for now, I don't feel the possibility AI will replace us. So everything okay, and we can continue. But the low quality renders from the junior 3D artists 3 years ago will lost their job. That's definitely true. 3 years ago, middle level artists right now is a junior artist. The typical Behance level grows up dramatically. Of course, 3 years ago, just a couple of companies, studios in the world could make really powerful, realistic architectural visualizations. Today, any I don't know kid can do really realistic pictures on their mother PC or notebook. That's not a big problem. The problem is how fast you can do that and what exactly you can deliver to a client, because our clients looking for service, not for a possibility to make accidentally one picture may be good. Our clients looking for companies who can make I don't know 150 pictures during 1 week in a best possible quality, best possible typical quality. I mean typical quality like that. Yeah, that is it something extremely good? No, that is not. That is typical today's level, and you have to learn how to do this picture in 2 hours. That's why I'm here. Excuse me for a long introduction, but that is really important, because that is like a that is right now, that is game changing. Are you ready to make are you ready to accept these changes or not? The question is here. So I'm happy to start the practical part, and let me start with a 3D Max. So that was that was a simple scene I've got from the modeler. Nothing pre-built here. I removed all, including shaders. I applied just one Corona Legacy material to everything. I reset all settings. That is absolutely clear everything. So I'm gonna start this work. I even do not change the frame proportion from frame ratio. And yes, guys, I will do it a little bit longer than I can do it personally. Why? Because I will explain you everything. I will explain you why I'm doing that. Because, for example, that general feeling I can do alone during, I don't know, 10 minutes. But explaining something and showing the important things, it may takes like up to 30 minutes, I think. I have no idea. And yes, one more time, I'm absolutely open for you, so feel free to ask me everything you want. So that is geometry I've got from the artist. And of course, I already explored this project. I mean, discovery phase already in me. Yeah, I know all this information. I know the area, I know the client, I know the environment, I know where which plants I have to use there. So I know that information. Okay, so that is American backyard. Only one picture. No, that was one picture. Yeah, that was only one picture in the project because that was first project for this client and they order just one picture. But if you want to make more, no matter, you'll do the same thing just twice. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Corona camera. I want to show backyard exactly because the goal was to make typical American house with the backyard. American house that's about backyard, not about drive, about backyard and how we will spend the time. And of course, most of people, I don't know why, if not most maybe, but some people usually forget about field of view. And if you want to make really realistic pictures, you have to think about it because typical architectural visualization related with some typical focal length, and that's start like approximately, you have to understand, starting from 18 millimeters till 35 millimeters. That is like a golden standard, maybe like that. But of course it could be wider, of course it could be more narrow, no matter, you can do both. So I want to get like United States of America, that's always about freedom. So let's make a lot of freedom, and that is really easy to get, showing a lot of sky. And also American backyard, in my personal opinion, related with a tree. So we should have some tree on the foreground, and that could be nice frame for this frame. Yeah. Okay, so I will not align verticals. That is not important. I just relate my thoughts with the picture I've got. So I have to start with this. And I will start with Corona Cosmos browser. And one more time, quite often people think about professional visualization, that's about settings. That's not about settings, that's about your ideas and about predictable result, predictable quality. Quality, in most cases right now, that's, let's do it a little bit later. 3D models. Come on. Am I really to do that? No. Vegetation, and I'll find there's some tree. I need really big tree, and I took this big plant exactly here that was like a as I remember, English oak. I will try to find exactly the same. If I'll not, I know where I can take it. I can tell you that Corona Cosmos browser, that is not a not the best place to get plants and most of models. Only one type of objects really good here. That is people, because here is a lot of people. Okay, let me awk. English awk, maybe this one, I guess. So let me have no idea. Import. Come on, I have no idea. Okay, I will never save the model in a proxy. I mean, important model. Foreground object, that's quite important thing. Duplicate to mesh. Cron proxy, I will remove it. Material, I will create new folder, new view. For example, trees, like that. And I will take texture from these. Why no texture shaders? Why I need this shader? Of course, I will replace this shader, but anyway, I need these maps. Maybe opacity for leaves, maybe diffuse for trunk. I have no idea. Of course, I will replace it right now because I need to build composition, and for that I have to replace all shaders. But to work faster on the next steps, I will do that. Okay, and I will am I like it? I think, am I like it? Yes. I'm not a huge fan of aligning verticals, but in this case, I think that could be quite good. What about camera height? I think it should be about 1 meter above the ground to imitate realistic maiden shot. Let me do it in that way. So here we are, minus 200, so minus 1,200, like that. I think that could be okay. So in this case, I will see a lot of grass on the foreground, and that could be okay. What about focal length? I think approximately about 24 millimeters. That's okay. So let me move it somewhere here. Oh, that is, I moved some tiny detail from that object. Okay. Of course, I will put it a little bit lower. Here I always have my camera view, that is front or left or top view, no matter. And here's perspective view to navigate all the elements, objects, scatters, and other things. Okay, I want to show the part of trunk. That was a main idea. I want to move it a little bit closer, I think. Closer, that's always mean closer to the camera, like that. I don't want to see this part because that is contrast, and I don't want to attract attention to the side of the picture. But as you can see here, I have a quite huge branch, and I don't want to cover my house. That is one of the possible compositional ideas of my frame, but I'm not sure that I want to do that in this particular case. Oh, but that is quite nice. Why that is nice? Because here I have foreground leaves, like mid-ground leaves, and the shape of the overall tree cover my house. Maybe even I'll make it a little bit bigger just to make bigger distance between house and the leaves. So that's quite good. That is, yeah, and yes, guys, I always start with the biggest objects. I mean, the biggest in the frame. Why? Because biggest objects means more important. I will never start with scattering grass, because grass, that is like the most not important part of this picture. Okay, so then of course I explore the environment here, and I know that here's a lot of, that is mixed forest, and here's a lot of pine trees and a lot of leaved trees. So I will use the same oak, because I'll use it somewhere here on the background. I will not use it on the midground even. So only one tree could be okay, and I can convert it, or you can convert it to the Corona proxy, because from, I think, this moment, that is, this plant is not important. Of course, I will copy it as an instance, and I can rotate it to get like little bit more unique, little bit unique shape. Then I want to show you something and attract your attention to something that called, I want to attract your attention to the composition of this frame and typical tools of composition called lines or arrows, no matter. And you can, with different imaginable lines, draw attention to the most important object. Of course, I don't want to say that is only one way to attract attention to it. No, but that is additional, artificial way to say this object is most important. Because if you will not control that, and lines in your composition will direct viewers' attention somewhere else, for example, over there, you will have the trouble between the most important object, like in the center of the frame, and the most important object based on some lines in the frame. So you can't just control it. I hope that's clear. Okay, so I'm going to move it somewhere here, and yes, after modeler, I've got this geometry. That's perfect, that's cool, but I want to get some extra titillization just to scatter something and avoid lighting through the underground, through the ground. I mean, for example, from here I can get some lighting from the sky, or I don't know, HDRI, no matter what I'll use. Okay, so that is the most important thing, and I can put another copy to the back side. I want to get some plant over there, maybe over there, and maybe something over there on the background, of course. So that is not like a big and important impact to the whole picture. No, that is just a detailization, like decor. And maybe something over there. Quite far from us. The same distance, I think that could be weird. So I will move it closer a little bit, like maybe like that. Why not? I might need to rotate it. So that could be definitely not bad. Okay, so technically, of course, I will put all the elements I just made to the new layer. Create new layer, for example, like 701 forest or trees. Oh, forest, trees, no matter. Okay, so that's clear. What about pine trees? I will take the same in the Corona Cosmos browser, but you can take them anywhere else. And I prepared actually for you the collections I can offer as a really good collections. So with the plans, that is Max 3. They never, unfortunately, they never paid me. So that is not advertisement. That is I personally used, and I offer you use it in your visualizations too. So that is like quite old collection, plant models, volume 9, and you can find it everywhere. And here is quite good 3D models. And also you can find the quite good plans collection number 32, and you can take the leaf plants. I love this collection. I use it quite often. Really good plants too. For bushes, I will come back to this topic a little bit later, but you can take bushes we need in the collection 77, 70, and 33. Max 3 also. So yep, let's move on. And of course I can display as box to raise my FPS. Okay, what's next? Pine trees. I will use Cosmos. That is like even a lower quality of the plants. Why I'm showing you lower? Because that is not important. Important, that is your ideas. And as you can see, I will not start, I'm not starting render until all my like important objects in their positions. Okay, vegetation, have no idea. That should be something like pine tree, but oh, for example, I like this one. Looks really good. And I think I want to have a few pine trees because I will see mostly pine trees because that is the reality we have. Maybe this one, no? Okay, I'll download it. Nothing more, nothing. More interesting than that. Oh, maybe this one. Okay, so I guess I had to upload 2 pine trees. No, that's just first one. So I have to duplicate to mesh. Trees. So that is first one. That is second one. Second one is blue. So I have to remember that. And their material will be under this. So which means second one. We'll close this material editor and no, I will apply the same shader. Yeah, like that. And I will put it somewhere here. I will copy it a little bit later. And where is another one? Another one. Pine tree. I was absolutely sure that I started uploading to the scene. This one. This one have some strange branches on the bottom part. I don't need them. Okay. Duplicate to mesh. I will remove this one. Of course, I can upscale it just a little bit. Of course, not too much, but 20%, that's acceptable. Yes, do not upscale your leafed plants. I mean trees. Why? Because of this. Because of the leaf size. Leaf size can be not realistic. It should be possible to be in reality. Okay, so I don't want to have the pines too close, and they should be definitely behind the house. So maybe somewhere here, and I will not across the ground, I will do like that. I will just block this part of background. Okay, maybe a little lower. To be honest, I want to make it smaller a little bit because now it's too big. I want to have like perspective of the pine trees. Yeah, like another line, like this line. Exactly, all the pine trees. Maybe a little bit to the left. Yep, I believe that could be good. And I will duplicate them and I will put them somewhere here. Exactly for the frame. I'm not sure that is okay to have these three as a box because I have to see it. Okay, let me do like that. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Oh no, that is too close to the house, so it should be a little bit more farther. Okay, I will not make them in the same scale. I mean, this one and this one, they should be definitely different. And in front of these, I want to have another one. The naked trunk could be like that. Okay, so that's already not bad composition, yeah? Oh, no, excuse me, because that is too high right now. I was focused on the wrong picture. So in this case, I want to make these plants smaller, like that. Yep, that could be better. Yeah, because I want to have more free space here. Okay, so that's already looks good as the main composition. And only after that, I will create some forest bug. Yes, I use exactly forest bug for the scattering plant on the background. Okay, I almost sure that I hit twice. No? Okay. So geometry, I will add this plant. It will load into the cache. It will take a few seconds. Second one. And third one. Which is better? I think this one. That is a little bit smaller and that's good, I think. Okay, and as you can see, right now, we have like plants somewhere, but no, everywhere. But I don't need to have them everywhere. I need to have them in the places where I really need them. And maybe I will display them as box, because in this case it could be more, I don't know, comfortable to control them. Okay, so I see a lot of plants, trees. Of course, I don't want to have so many different plants for sure. So distribution, no areas. Okay, I will turn off this area. I will create the some paint area. 20 millimeters, I will turn to 50 meters. I think that could be enough. And I will draw the trees exactly when I need, where I need them. And of course, only on the background, like that. And yeah, I can make something like that, but I'm not sure I need it. So that's all. I will make less items. I definitely don't need them. I don't need so much of these plants. Oh, so that's could be. I hope that could be quite not bad. File, save as. I think that is really nice, really good time to save our scene, and I will save it to the desktop, for example. That is the old name, so general feeling, let it be 02. No matter. Because they're afraid that is still 3ds Max. We know it can crash quite often. That's clear. And after that, I can just start creating or working on general feeling stage. Oh, no, excuse me, I forget about bushes. Of course, I forget about them. Here we have quite a few collections. I just show you model 30 max 3 collection 33, max 3 collection 70, and max 3 collection 77. To be honest, I think this one and these ones could be the best. So I will take exactly them. 70. Let's jump to the collection number 70. I will show you just once how to merge these plants with these models with their textures, but I will not use their textures. For this, we need go to configure project path, external files, and add over there link to folder with textures like that. Control C, add, Control V, add subpass if you need it. Okay. From now, all the models which related with these textures will know the link. Will know this link, and you'll be able to upload models with textures. I know that is the last collection. I think I'll take just one plant because here I show you the fundamental things. Okay, so as you can see, here we have all textures, bushes. I will take this texture, and of course, again, replace it like that. Okay, so that is bushes I will use. I can place them here. Oh, that's definitely wrong place for the pine tree. I don't want to have it so close to me. That could be more natural. Like that. Okay. And second type of the bushes, let me take the collection, take them from the collection 33. I'm not sure I remember them. I will not upload textures because I will not use them at all. Collection 33 over there. Maps here. If you'll need, you can upload it. I don't. That is these ones, 7 to 8, and I think that could be the last one, number 9. This one. Okay, so I will upload it one more time. If you need more different plants, you can upload a few different bushes, but that will not dramatically change your picture. Of course, that is like a small advantage, but small advantage. Do not expect that will dramatically change something. I can take the bushes shader, but anyway, I did not upload their texture, so it will be empty anyway. So I will immediately apply the same shader, empty shader. I'm waiting. Something loading. I think right now 3ds Max looking for these textures in all folders they know. and that's why it takes some time. Okay, so the most important objects, of course, the same as the plants, I will place manually always, because that is important to control composition. Of course, I can scatter something. Yeah, downscaling plants, that's okay. Upscaling plants, that's leaf plants especially, that's not okay. And yes, that is absolutely okay if plants cross some terrace geometry, because in reality, it will be exactly like that. Only one thing, try to find the place where it cross geometry in a natural way. One of them could be smaller, one of them could be bigger. I think the plant is like more next to the entrance could be bigger. I want to make it a little bit lower. Okay. There we have a few like important parts or zones next to the building. I want to make these plants bigger, like that, maybe like that. Yes, I know I will cover the window a little bit. I think that's okay. Like that. Like that. Somewhere else, I think maybe over there, to break the absolutely like perfect line. I want to align this house with nature. I think that could be a good idea. And maybe something on the background, but there I already have some amount of objects, plants, so maybe that's not so necessary. I will try. Yeah, I think I even will not see it. Yeah, so I will not add it there. What about other smaller plants like that? I can do the same. I can duplicate them manually, or I can do it with a force pack. No matter how exactly you'll do, depend on the like how big the territory where you should scatter these bushes. Okay, geometry plus, hit this one. Okay, where's my areas? I will turn off them here. 10, that could be definitely too much. I think maybe 10 meters, maybe even 10 meters could be too much. Yeah, definitely. So let me try 2 meters. Yeah, I think like that. Of course, I don't see these plants in a many places. So I will change to full, and I will change to scale. Where is my transform scale? I will do it like that. In fact, you can do it in many different ways, but I think this one is. So I think that's not bad. And after that, I will switch to second type of plants. I will not place them manually because they are quite small. So I'm going to apply this one. Geometry, new item, hit this one. Okay, and then I will change scale a little bit later. Distribution, I will do the same full. Distribution, that's okay. Maybe I'll change it a little bit later. For now, that is not so important. Transform, let me make it smaller because I don't know. I don't need such a huge bushes. They should be like a second level of plants. And the difference shouldn't be dramatic. I think like that. Obviously, the distance between these plants should be smaller. So units, let's try 4. No. I believe that could be okay. Maybe. If not, I will make it smaller. Areas. Of course, I have to change area, turn off this one, and I have to draw them into the places where I really need them. Something like that. I make it so active because I already explored this project and I know that is the client's need. They need a lot of plants around the house. So that was the client's goal, the client's need. So that's why I do it so active. I'm not sure that we have to get these type of penetrations over there, but I'm not sure about this right now. Of course, I can clean it a little bit like that. Okay, I think that could be okay. But amount of plants here, extremely huge, I think. So I think that could be okay. So I think now is a good time to save our scene and try some first lighting, but not to do lighting, exactly to check composition. Is it really okay or not? Let me create Corona Sun. Yeah, I will, in a real project, in an educational project, in a project here, I will use the sun in all render systems, sun, sky, but only one thing. I will not, in most cases, I will not place them in the middle of the scene because it is not comfortable to select it and work with it. So I will put it over there. And yes, that is not important where exactly you have your sun object. Okay, so let's start interactive render. That is absolutely default settings, nothing. That's good. That's really good that we made a auto backup because that is 3ds Max and okay, yes, close, no matter. That's really good. I really love this situation when 3ds Max crashes. Why? Because I hate to show you pre-built situations, like perfect situations for perfect workshop. That is not scene for a workshop. That is real scene with real problems. And yes, it can crash the same as your project. That's why you have to save your scene quite often. And I can try to import, merge this scene into clean scene with lights. Am I need add shapes? I have no idea. Lights, cameras. Yeah, I have camera helpers. That is the most space. Ropes I don't need, and bone objects. So cameras, lights. Am I okay? Lights, no matter. all. Okay, in this case I will upload only geometry, light, and groups. I will not upload the, for example, viruses, or I don't know, particles, or I don't know, effects, in case you have them in a somebody's scene. You will upload just geometry or elements you need, and that is another important thing. I will do the same with my viewports. That will be camera. I will make it a little bit smaller, like that. Perspective. Okay, camera here, camera here. Where's my? I will render only this view. V-ray, I will switch to Corona. Let me do it again. Perfect. Yes, close. That means we have to find some mistake over there. Is it a big problem? That's not a big problem, but that is a problem. What I will do, I will hide layer after layer, and when I'll get the same problem, I will remove that object, because in most cases that what I got means I have some problems somewhere in the objects. Maybe that could be forest park. Maybe something else. I have no, maybe amount of copied objects. That also could be the problem. So no matter the situation, we have to know how to deal with this. Open recent. In case the problem in clear scene 2, the problem is corona, poly count is too high. Maybe we will find the problem. Maybe the amount of forest park copies. Maybe, yes, definitely, why not? Maybe something else. We will find the answer right now. But that is a really good situation. Okay, the forest list. It is still loading. So we'll hide the plants, bushes. Oh, I do not put all bushes to the separate folders. Let it be trees, and I will hide them. Here we also have these bushes. I'll put them to the same folder. Okay, so let me, I have there any sun? Looks like I'm not. So let me add it. Corona sun. And let me save this scene again. Maybe I'm going to use prune scene. Maybe I will clear something. Have no idea. But if you don't use prune scene, use it. That's a good tool. Really good. That's good. Woohoo! It works. So that means the problem somewhere in geometry. That's good. that means my 3ds Max not broken. And that's already good news. So I wanna show the trees without, if my 3ds Max will crash right now, that mean the problem inside some of geometry. Application error. So that mean the problem somewhere in inside one of the plants. So I have to divide this folder into the different folders, and I have to separate them and find the problem object. Okay, help me to close you and task. That's number 4. Convert the object to Corona proxy. Corona proxy will help me to save RAM. As you can see, I have 128 gigabyte of RAM, and I'm not sure these 5 instance plants will crash my system. So I don't want to avoid this situation, and I understand what you're talking about, and you are absolutely right. I mean, maybe this problem will gone, but problem will not be solved. I want to find the problem and remove it, you know? That's why I'm doing that. So we still have some missed textures, so I will run prune scene one more time. It will take time, excuse me guys, but we have to do that. That is reality. I will save it again after prune scene. But I guess last time I did it after. So guys, I think you forgot to hit the like button to this video. Okay, so I have a few I have a few trees. English oak. Let me create new layer. That is forest park. I will create another layer. That is one type of bushes. Create new layer. Another type of bush. I will hide it. Okay, so right now I have no any plants, and render will go. I will save it again. Clear scene twice and delete texture from models and tree and bushes. I already have it. I already done it. But okay, you're right. I will hide it. I will, as you can see, all the objects have this texture shader. So that's like, okay, I can create new one, material, material, corona, physical material, but that's absolutely default shader. I mean this one. I will, oh. This looks like it's also applied somewhere. Anyway, I will remove it. Maybe I might need to remove it. I don't want to remove it, to be honest. Oh, I will remove this shader. I will not use all of these. I will use this pine texture, and I will remove it because I know what I'll do. And I'll need to. I'll need this opacity, and that's all. That could be enough. I even can delete this folder. Okay, so that could be good. Okay. Save it again. Can Rosatics form? Your words make sense. Let's do it. Only one thing, it could take some time, but you're right. That could help. And one more thing, we can duplicate their geometry to the new geometry that also can help. I'm afraid the problem is in this, but no, that is exactly the plan I used last time. Maybe some modifier difficult. In fact, I don't have any modifiers here. Rosatics form. You know what? I just want to find the problem object first, and then do what you offered me. Okay, so, and one more thing. Let me show you something. That is my task manager. Here I have memory, CPU, and all the information. I will show it to you time to time, but I will put it to my right screen. So English org, I have 5 of them. They are heaviest objects in this scene on one hand, but I already worked with these models and I never had a problem with this model. So now it works. Forest. I will not open it right now because I want to try to find exactly models. That is bushes. So we have these bushes. There is no, we can render it. The memory 37. So all unique heavy oak plants can be rendered. So that is one of the pines. No, that is another bush. So everything good. Red, that is one of the pines, and that is another. So looks like everything okay with trees. So that means the problem somewhere in the forest park of one of the forests. Let me try to find which one. And I, first of all, of course, I'll try to guess. Because I think the biggest Okay. Pavel, you absolutely right. That's so. Uh, it looks like I have no these four, so maybe I have to make another ones. What the problem? It looks like I have the issues with it. Maybe I have the issues with my license. It can be also like that, but first usually. Okay, uh let me do it one by one. I will hide them here. So the first forest should be the scattering of the biggest but I don't see them. So I have no scatter for some reason. I afraid that that could be the problem of the uh, forest license. But anyway, I'll try to do it again. I mean, scatter forest. Okay, let me create another one like that. Where is my geometry? Uh, use Corona scatter. I can use Corona scatter, of course. But I want to find the problem. That's also interesting thing. But where is the... Let me do the test. Looks like I have some issues with exactly for a Spock. Okay, we'll find the problem right now. I will open clear, new 3ds Max file, and I will try to do it. I will try to... I just installed the new version of Forest Park. It was released yesterday, and maybe I've got some issues with license because that is licensed version, of course. But maybe the license manager not update something, or have no idea. Geometry sphere area, so that's clear. Oh, corona. Yes. What the day? Okay, so here everything works. So forest pack works. That's perfect. Corona works, forest pack works, everything works. File, reset, and file, open this one. Forest Pack 9 is not stable yet. I feel I have to install the older version. Till today I had a older version for Spark. I had no any problem, and today I tested him, and everything was correct and even faster than older version. I mean exactly work in Forest Pack, like hidden buttons, open windows, some options, because that is the typical problem. Okay, not the problem of Forest Pack, but that is typical situation when you waiting for opening something. Yeah, I think you understand what I'm talking about. So let me create some test first with it actually worked. So I think that is, yeah, I think that was just a accident with something. I have no idea what exactly, but I think that is not so important. You know what it can be also? As you remember, I scattered this plant, but then I converted to editable poly. Maybe that could be the problem. Okay, display as box. Where is my distribution? Bigger, definitely, like that. What about areas? Turn off this one. 50,000. I believe that could be enough. That is just only for reflections. Okay, let me save the scene and try it again. Reducing territory, that's not exactly what I want to do, because as you can see, I do not scatter everywhere. I scatter only in where I really need it. So like I scattered just maybe 100 trees, so like 124. So that's have to be absolutely easy for any render system, and for Spark and for my computer especially. So all's good. I don't see any problem. So I can continue work with this. I will remove this one. Where is my layers? Okay. So that is my first. Then I have to. Oh, I have to scatter not only these three. I think I have to scatter all three different types of trees. This one, I think, and also this one. I will try render on every step. I don't like this empty part, so I will close it somehow, maybe with this tree. Why? Because any single piece of contrast will attract attention, which I actually don't need. I don't want to have attention in the frame border somewhere here. Here I have the empty background, so I have to make this density smaller. And as you can see, I still have 37 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, that could be better. Oh, that's good. And that's good that we meet this problem and we deal with this problem. And right now we are perfect. What's next? Next, the bushes, I think. Yeah. This one. Geometry here. Let me hit this one. It will generate a lot of pieces. I will change to full. Transform. Of course, I'll make it way smaller, the same as last time. Distribution, I'll make you no. Well, not even smaller because I have no idea how close they are to each other right now. Okay, so that's 50. I remember that was 3 meters. Yeah? Okay, let me draw them somewhere here. Maybe not so. Not so much over there because I will add second line of the bushes. Distribution not so dense. Okay, areas. Yep. Maybe the same there, if that is not so important. Where is my transform? Maybe a little bit bigger difference, no? Just like that. Control S. Oh. Control S to save my... What is the biggest project? Oh. I'm not sure we have it on our website, but for example, we worked with a Barcelona city, for example, with these sides of the project. Is it big enough? I think yes, quite. I'm not sure here. For example, that was a quite huge project. That is like like a house in the in that shape in the middle of the ocean. So that was quite big. So a lot of big projects. So I don't want to speak about this right now. About sizes of the project I worked with in my life. But quite big, definitely. I think I have to add some amount of to be honest, I don't want to... No, that's okay. I will cover this with... I will answer your question a little bit later. Yep, this one. First, hit over there. Distribution, no. Let me turn off this area and draw a new one. Turn it off. Transform, I want to make it smaller, like that. I will change the size of the objects and density. We just have to be careful with it. Okay. I'm not sure I wanna I wanna have them over there. I'm talking about composition, of course, right now. Yeah, over there. So that's looks good, I think. Let me save the scene. And start interactive render again. Yeah, we lost a lot of time, about 40 minutes on that. And that is still scene set up. But that's not bad. Definitely not bad. Let me make some small adjustments. In general, that's not bad. But of course, I want to start work with next step with the general feeling. So I'm going to it is freezing a little bit. Come on, stop doing that. Okay. And of course, I have to create some sky environment, and I want to build sun position when I will feel that I'm under the tree in the shadow. That was one of the main ideas. And of course, I want to get the emotion that the sun somewhere in front of us. That will make a lot of drama and that sunny summer day feeling. But on the other hand, that will give us exactly this warm, hot summer emotion, and that's why I'm loving that workflow. Okay, so and now is a really important thing. In fact, that's all about main lighting, and it looks not bad. But here a few really important things. So guys, please right now focus for your attention. I will add some bushes a little bit later. That is not important right now. I will tell you a little bit about composition. To make realistic lighting, all objects should be dramatically darker than sky. If anything, accepted reflections, of course, lighter than sky, your picture will look like computer generated render. So what do we have to do? In fact, we have to start work with the most important and most impactful shader in the scene, and this shader is a greenery. So that's why I will change this geometry to the greenery shader. First of all, what is the green? What is vegetation greenery color is? It's definitely not white. It should be darker. Please, guys, do not work with this area. Work only with these three hues: saturation and value. And first of all, greenery, that is quite dark thing. So we have to make it darker like that. And that is first correct starting point. Please start using it, using this idea. Then, of course, we have to add some green color, and we will decide which exactly green color we want to use. But quite often people start with saturation and instead of value. You have to start with value first. So first light and shadow, next color. That is most important. If some objects not enough intense in your frame, first make it darker, not more saturated. Maybe use collision between forest objects. Maybe. That is not important, to be honest. Absolutely at all. Okay, so I'm going to add some color saturation. Of course, that's another thing. You have to remember, we work with foreground color. That is not translucency or background. And in fact, that's enough. That is the color we have to use. But for greenery, this IOR in a chronophysical material too high, we can work with 1.2. I know that is, you may say, but Daniel, that's not physically correct. Like, excuse me guys, but I have a bad news for you. All render is not physically correct. And to be honest, I want to hit the guys who say different things. Every single render system not physically correct. All render systems imitate physics, but just tell me which render system can imitate light dualism. No, any of them. So that's the problem. So we have to forget about reality and trying to bring reality to the 3ds Max. This is just a generator of flat pictures, nothing more. So that's quite good. But I want to apply the same shader accepted ground, because ground shouldn't have a translucency. And I will add translucency to this shader. I will duplicate the same color and put it here. And I will use translucency like 0.2, 0.3, maybe sometimes 0.4, but not too much. One more time, your translucency shouldn't be brighter than sky. Let me do it like that. But already 0.4 make it too bright. That is too extreme. That is extremely light. But we can do it more saturated and warmer. Okay, not bad. A little bit lighter. Maybe not so yellow. Let me do it like 49. Darker, more saturation. You have to catch this. Yup, I like that. It feels like a summer. It doesn't feel like autumn, and that is important. And of course, I will add more exposure. Right now, what I'm doing right now, I work with general feeling. What is general feeling? General emotion of the frame. Yeah, as you can see, I do not work with contrast. I do not add any improvements, just exposure to catch main emotion. That is the most important thing. If you learn how to do that, you'll be on the halfway on the professional improvements, real professional improvements. So that's enough. I can jump a little bit back and apply white shader to the house. Maybe not to whole house, but anyway. I can apply again the default shader. I can make the new one. That is not so important, to be honest. Only one thing I will apply another shader to the roof, and maybe to these pipes. Because I'll make them Okay, so let's come back for a few moments to the scatter. I want to make density more. And definitely here. No, not geometry, areas. Come on, no, distribution, of course. Yep, like that. And I'm gonna do another thing, one more thing. Here the same distribution. Areas, scale. I want to use scale curve, and I want to make them okay, here, yeah, like 2 meters. Maybe not 2, maybe 1 meter, and of course not 0%, just a 50% scale. So the bushes closer to the edge will be smaller. Let me draw them. Let me save this. And I'm thinking about background. As you can see, I still have these white spots somewhere, and over there, I definitely then I have had crashing problems with 3ds Max 2024, Corona 12, till went back to 3ds Max 23. No, maybe that's your case, of course, that possible to be, but I work with Corona 24 already 1.5 years, and with Corona 11 and then 12 also 1.5 years. I mean 12, of course. Corona 12 since I remember in the beginning of summer they released it. So no matter. I had no these kind of problems. So that was something else. That's not a this bundle Corona and 3ds Max. But important thing, I have licenses everywhere. So I want to be honest with you, and I use only licensed software. So maybe we understand each other, yeah? Let me do it again. I mean, save scene. So That's already looked good. What do you think about it? Oh, Victor, the biggest question I have with this workflow is how you bring back all the opacity maps or color maps if you're applying a new shader to everything. The biggest answer, I will not. But you use a legal model. No, all the models I use right now, that's model I bought maybe a long time ago. But anyway, that's absolutely fair. So let me standard primitives tube, and I will create next another one important thing I usually do. That is fog. I'm not sure I have to make it so high. It should be a little bit higher than trees. Approximately like that. We'll apply material Corona volume MTL. And I will use exactly this tube. I will duplicate it here, copy. I will start with 500 like meters. I don't need to have intense DOF or fog. I need just add some feeling like that. And I think that first radius should be smaller. I want to start it over there. So that could be good. 500, that's too much. I will make 800. And I will make this color a little bit blue to get that effect. In this case, I will separate like foreground elements and background elements. So that's good. I will turn off all optics and I will add vignette. Of course, this bloom intensity and glare intensity I'll make like 0.2 approximately, like that. You have to practice with this. And so that's good. And if you already asked about the opacity maps, one more time, I will not add all opacity maps, but I will add, of course, the most important opacity maps. And I want to show you how exactly and what exactly I'll do. Here I have the leaf on the foreground tree, and as you know, here we have IDs on the leaves. Yeah, so every single leaf have some ID. For example, number 4, but that's not only one ID. In most cases, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 4. Like that. And I want to create, okay, let me do next thing. I will take this shader. I will duplicate it. I will apply it to the whole geometry. Then I will create Corona maybe not material, general multi-sub object here over there. First 2, that is usual trunk and branches. So I will just make it a little darker and a little more gray a little bit later. And all the next IDs in most cases, I think 4, but I'll use just opacity, and that could be enough. And I will apply this shader. But that's how I will be able to control everything. I mean, all shaders in my scene, all colors in my scene, because color composition more important than, oh, I can select this fog geometry and display it as box, and because I don't want to okay, and I can apply this shader to all this geometry. That's how I'll do with all the objects I worked with. And that can look like, Daniel, come on, it will take so much time with all objects. Are you really think that we will spend that time? And it will take some time, but that will take not so much time as you think. When you'll practically try to do that, you will recognize that is just maybe, I don't know, 2 hours to apply all the things I just showed you, but in like all the things, all the textures, but you don't need all. You need just a few of them. In fact, you need all opacities and common colors, because are you really think you will see the texture over there? Exactly, textures of reflection, of the glossiness, of the bump, and other things. Not, you don't. But all of these will take part of your render time and will take part of your time of your time working on these projects. So, in my personal opinion, that's a not good investment. But anyway, that's already looks really, really good, realistic, and etc. Of course, we don't have grass. I will add it a little bit later, and I will show you how to do that. That's not so difficult, but I want to start with the background. For background, I have specific preference. I absolutely love this HDRI map for sunny summer day. That is one of the best HDRI maps I ever saw. They also do not pay me. Unfortunately, they are not so rich company. Also, unfortunately. Anyway, I will put it to the background. But before I'll do that, I already download that map. I will change the color of the roof. Why? Because I can't control the background until I don't have the color which directly related with the background. So let me do that. I guess that is this shader. And I have to render. I will, important thought, please listen to me carefully right now. I will not make it black. I will not make it even dark. I will make it darker. That is important because usually artists create shader in their imagination and in the material editor. Instead of material editor, you have to make it over there. For example, we have yellow sunlight. We have absolutely desaturated shader. What we will get at the end? Yellow roof. Am I need yellow color in this composition? No, I don't. So what I have to do in this particular case, I will add a little bit of some color to avoid this yellow color. Yes, I can desaturate yellow color, yellow sun, but I don't want to desaturate sun because for me, the most impactful objects, that is foreground leaves and their translucency. They are way more important for me. So for me, way easier and way more correct, I think, add some tiny touch of color to the roof. And just pay attention. I don't want to make it white, black, because it is not black. Here's a lot of reflections. And it should be not black. It should be black in the shadows, but somewhere over there, it shouldn't be. I hope that's clear. I can make less reflections if you want to make it a little darker. Okay, and to be honest, I want to make the sun a little bit lower to make the shadows closer to us. Just a little bit, not too much. In this case, we will get a little more translucency, maybe even more. And we will get some shadows on the roof. That's also good, I think. To be honest, I want to make this translucency a little bit darker because I want to make the foreground plant not so transparent. I want to make it, let's say, dramatically darker. Here the same, I'll make it dramatically darker. In this case, I'll get more heavy feeling over there on the foreground, and I really like it because I believe I will need to make. Oh yeah, yep, that's really good. I'll get possibility to make exposure higher. That's perfect. I forgot about vignette. I will make just tiny touch of it, just like that. Okay, that's cool. What's next? Next is the visible background. Let me add it over there. Directly visible override. First of all, here maybe to refractions, but directly visible the most important. Corona bitmap. I will use exactly Corona. On the foreground or on the desktop, I have this map. I will show you one more time. That is this map from the polyheaven.com. That is absolutely free to download, free to use. And honestly, one of the best HDRI maps I ever used for a sunny summer day, of course, and for visible background. Let me put it over there. In most cases, I will add some color correction, but I'm not sure I really need it. And first of all, I can select just geometry. I start interactive render. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to do that. Of course, it will be too bright. Of course, I'll make it brighter over there. Oh, maybe 150, like that. Rotation 30. Really important thing. The light and shadow composition on the clouds should be the same as you have in your scene. That is crucial. 150, something like maybe 140. No, 145. 145, I said. Like that. 149. Come on, 149. Is it important to? No. The intensity. Maybe 12, maybe 5. More saturation. Yeah, we need maps. In this case, we need to add maps. I use general color correction. You can use Corona. I just like to use general. No any advantage just because I use general in V-Ray and other render systems. That's why I just like to use it. So that's That's good. Maybe hue a little bit to the more natural sky color. Like that. Okay, let me start work with whole scene. I think the background too dark. Have to be brighter. Yes, no? Oh, vignetting in the corner too intense. Yep. I'm going to, let's say 7. Yeah, I think that's more natural. Yep, I think. And of course, the brightest part here, that is foreground without grass. So finally, right now, that is the good time to add grass. Finally. Of course, I will not scatter grass everywhere. I will scatter it only in places where I really need it. And I will not surprise you, to be honest. I will use Forest Park and I will use default grass from their library. It works quite fine for most projects, for full 3D project, for grass base layer large, not detail large, because that is quite huge terrain. Okay. Okay, and I will change the color. I will never use so aggressive colors in the viewport. Why? Because they can change my feeling of colors, exactly my feeling of colors as a personality, because I will look at this oversaturated red color, and my color, my feeling of colors can be destroyed, and that's not okay for me. That, yes, that is important. Distribution, I think smaller, because in most cases that is I'll get a huge gaps between grass elements, and then go to the area, turn off and draw, and I will maybe use like 5 meters, and I will create the grass only where I really see it from the camera. If I'll get some empty spaces, I will cover them a little bit later. In most cases, I will need to make it smaller because I prefer smaller grass, but I have to start with something. So let me one more time save scene. I save scene quite often, and you have to do that. Do not forget it, and do not cancel your auto back. That is important, because that could save your life someday. Okay. Interactive render. So one more time, guys, I did not show you the settings. I show you workflow, because why that is important? Because some of you, to be honest, guys, because some of you will work in my company in some time. Maybe in a month, maybe the guys who will watch this video in a 2 years will call me or write me email and say something like, oh, Daniel, I want to work with you. And I will hire them, because that is important, because we work with a lot of projects and we need a lot of artists, a lot of skilled artists, because as I told you in the beginning, there is no problems to find the artists without portfolio, without experience, and with the low quality of the pictures. But that is not not what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to apply the same shader. Oh, no, I will apply the copy of the shader because in most cases, the grass should be grass should be more saturated and brighter. I will show you that in a few seconds. Oh, that is real clone. Thank you. The last four, that is grass. I'm going to geometry and I will select all of them and I will clear this material. Okay. Now I'll have, that's why, as you can see, this shader looks tasteful. It looks tasty. It feels sexy. I like it. What is this? Do anybody like this color? So no matter which textures we have there, at the end we will get low quality picture. So that's why we have to replace all shaders, because we have to get really high quality picture, I mean emotion of the picture immediately, right now. As you can see right now, this picture looks really good. Previous one not, because of color matching. That's one of the reasons. So the grass made this picture more heavy, and that's okay, because in any way we will change exposure, we will raise it, of course, as I already made, but anyway, I wanna, in most cases, I will make my grass a little bit lighter and will add more saturation. I have no idea, but analyzing references I like, they always looks more the grass more saturated than everything around, than all greenery around. Why? Maybe because that is younger leaves, because they live shorter, and that's why they are more I don't know, saturated. I just noticed that, and I use that. 45, I want to make it more yellow. So to be honest, I like that. Here is empty part. I might have there something. Maybe I'll cover some geometry over there. But as you can see, in general, this picture looks perfect. On that stage, of course, I'm talking exactly about about this stage. Areas. So that could be good. Okay, so what's next? Next, that is some of these plants, because they should have like white flowers, and they also will have some IDs. I will not convert it to editable poly because I already made this mistake. But here I have ID number 5. Maybe it will take some time. So ID number 5 should be not green. That's okay. That's good. What I'm gonna do? We'll duplicate this one more time. Exactly duplicate. I will create material Corona material general multi sub object 1, of course 2, of course 3, of course 4, and I will duplicate it for ID number 5, like that. I can delete all others, and of course I will apply this shader to this geometry, and I will make it what? Just tell me. No, not white, whiter. That is important to understand. Not white, whiter. Okay. Layer number 3, and I will apply this shader to all the objects on that layer because all of them are the same bushes. Let me start it again. And as I said, I will make them whiter, not white. A little less saturated, whiter. Why not white? Because you will always compare them with everything around. And if you'll make them absolutely desaturated, that could be not realistic at all. Here the same. A little more yellow, whiter. I think these plants should be bigger and these plants should be smaller because yeah, as you can see, it like the color grows through the overall color we already have. That's absolutely okay. We can make the translucency a little bit lighter to get more like tasteful colors there. Don't be afraid of any numbers here. Numbers doesn't matter. Only one thing matters, that is result you see in the render. Can we? Yes, we can add more IOR, but I'm not sure I want to do that. So whiter than this, I don't think I want to do. Maybe less color, but try never do it absolutely desaturated, because in reality, there is no absolutely desaturated shaders. So in my opinion, it already looks too desaturated. It looks too, I have no idea. It's not bad, but I want to bring back part of color, to be honest. Yeah, that's more natural, I think. Okay, and the same with the second type of plants. Let me get it. It's somewhere here. Element, polygon, no matter. I wanna number 6. Select. Yep, that is. So in fact, I can duplicate this one. Add one more. I will move 5 to 6, and I will add here another one. I can even add the same shader. I don't need it right now, but that's like an idea to control 2 differentiators with one leaves on the differentiators with one shader. That could be like useful maybe. Of course, they shouldn't be absolutely white. And I can make it, as I said, not like a pink, because that was the client's goal. I don't want to make them pink. I want to make them more pink. And of course, suitable to this color composition. And I don't like all of them vertical. I want to make them, where's my surface, normal. Okay, like that. In this case, I will always perpendicular to the geometry where we are. Something like that. And okay, so I want to make them, I'm going to try to make them cold pink like that. And here the same cold pink. As you can see, I do not change the difference in the value and saturation. That's a good starting point. Is it the best final options? Of course not, but that is just a easy to start. I think that is too pink, too cold. I want to make them more red. I want to get more pink color, so I'll try to apply that pink color to the second ID. No, not to the second, to the fifth. But why do you do not apply? Okay, let me delete it. Yeah, I applied it. It just do not show to me, which is weird. Okay, no matter. The final, the fact is, I've got the result I need. Okay. Now is a good time to add some filmic mapping. I love this effect. It is quite easy. Add like a. I have no idea how to comment it. It's add, make it more contrast, but not directly as a contrast. It make it more natural, I think. Okay, so after that, I think I have to control a little bit roof because it's too gray. I want to make it more, little more black. Not absolutely black, but little more. Maybe update preview. Yep. We'll let me make it a little less reflective. That is like easy, one of the easiest way. No, that is too, definitely too dark. Maybe like that. Yep, that's good. What's next? Windows and glass mostly. We have in studio, we have modeler and artist responsibilities. One of the important things that is apply the glass to the additional shader layer for easy selected. So that's good work. And let me add IOR a little higher. The color a little bit darker. Refraction like that. I can control it. I'm not sure I want to see something inside. I just want to get some amount of reflection. And to be honest, update preview, that is my white shader, yeah. As I said, I don't like to have absolutely desaturated shader, so I will add some tiny touch of color to the walls, and mostly it could be white or yellow, to add some feeling like that. And you asked me about trunks, and in fact, if you plan to work only with still images, of course that could be, you can add some texture, but are you really need it? Not in, yes, of course we can add it, but maybe I can offer you some another idea. And all of you know how to apply diffuse texture of the trunk, no any secret in here, but we can do another thing. We can apply that is trunk, yeah, that is trunk, so it shouldn't have any translucency. Is it true? In most cases, yes. But I want to make it darker, more gray. I might need to make it like brown. No, the trunks in reality, not brown. The trunks gray, green, maybe some tiny touch of yellow color. Right now, I will add brown color just to show the obvious difference between this and this. But one more time, it shouldn't be like on the kids' drawings. It should be part of your composition. Color composition, of course, like that. And I think that's good. One more thing about overbrights. I know a lot of people are afraid of overbrights and avoid it, compress their pictures to get absolutely compressed picture. I don't like that idea. That's why I will reduce ACES a little bit to get, just understand me correct. I don't want to get like absolutely overbrighted background. No, I just want to get on the clouds a little bit of overbrights, and on the same time I'll get more natural looking effect here. I will get a little more contrast with filmic shadow like that. And I need to, yes, I'll make it a little bit darker. I want to see most of clouds, but somewhere on the clouds I want to get like that. So is it okay? Is it nice grass? Yes. Is it nice leaves? Yes, I like some tiny corrections. For example, I don't like the difference. The shadow part is too dark, this one is too bright, so I want to make them not so this difference not so intense. I mean, I want to make it smaller over there and maybe brighter, lighter over there. As you can see, I've got more details here. Is it make picture better? Not actually better, more natural, because am I need to have a lot of contrast? Yes, definitely. I need a lot of contrast in the picture. But am I need like something else? I think not actually. So let me create, oh, that's not so bad, 5K. Let me add the noise Corona high quality. Why not? I use high quality. And let me start exactly render. It will take some time. I think it will take maybe approximately, let's say, 10 minutes. I will turn on some light here, yeah, to see you a little bit better. And while we render this picture, I'm waiting for your comments. So feel free to ask me everything you want right now. But while you writing me your comments, I wanna offer you the big professional visualization course. As you know, we are school, and our professional visualization course focused on the professional visualization artists who already work in 3D, who already create pictures, who already know basics and more than basics, definitely, who can do pictures. But in fact, if you don't like your picture or you want to make really high quality professional visualization like you see right now, because that is not my pictures, that's our students' pictures made during course with my personal navigation. And yes, that is course. In the course we combine live lessons, 15 live lessons during 1 month, during 5 weeks, and pre-recorded lessons. We have a lot of lessons about everything, about composition, about colors, about shaders, about textures with shaders with textures, about shaders like glass, metal, procedural shaders only. We work with a lot of different things. We work with interior and architecture together. All pictures you can see here, that is our students' pictures, which they make exactly during the course. That is the most important thing. I can tell you everything about anything, about secrets, about tips and tricks, everything included, but only one thing is really matters: final works. If your final work doesn't look like that, and you want to do that, and you want to get this quality result, welcome to the professional visualization course. It will start quite soon, in a 1.5 week. 1.5 week we will start first online, I mean live lesson, live class. And if you'll join today with this link you've got on the chat right now, we will offer you special price offer. Our manager, my manager Anastasia, will call you tomorrow in the working hours. Don't be afraid, nobody will call you in the middle of the night, and in fact nobody will call you at all. We will write you first and offer some call, because we want to. Why call? Why not just purchase and that's all? Because we want to be sure that you are ready to join this course. Because first of all, you shouldn't be a beginner, I mean absolute beginner. For beginners we have course called beginners, this course for professionals. So if you are professional and you want to improve your skills, but you're afraid that somebody will tell you how to move boxes, that is not our situation. We are focused on the professional quality result, and we talk with professionals. Of course, not with but don't be afraid, not with professionals who already know everything. No, of course, we work with the guys who know the basics, who know how to merge scene, how to model fundamental things. Of course, we have a lot of lessons about modeling, about interior modeling, exterior, about I don't know, about everything, about lighting, general feeling. One more time, composition, workflow, everything important. And I always continue recording some extra lessons, because that's a live course. Everything. Of course, we have a lot of lessons about AI. In fact, we add a lot of information about AI, because one more time, right now, that is part of reality. We have to use AI. in our work. Of course, we use AIs like I will show you right now, and we use Magnific, we use Stable Diffusion. I just switched to Forge UI. I use from maybe one week. I started to use Forge UI instead of automatic 1111. That's not so big improvement, but some kind of step forward. And so if you have any questions about today's lesson, about course, about anything you want, just feel free to ask me right now in the chat. Yeah, during this course, what we'll do during this course, as I said, 5 weeks. During these 5 weeks, we will work with first week, always overcast interior lighting, Corona, V-Ray, and F-Storm. 3 render systems. Why 3? Because we are 3D artists, not about render systems. We are about how to get final result, really cool final result. And sometimes to get some really nice result, you have to switch to F-Storm or to V-Ray, or your client can ask you, can you make this project in V-Ray? Because I need it for some reason. No matter what exactly. Then on the second week, we will go to the sunny summer day in interior. Also Corona, V-Ray, and F-Storm, 3 render systems. On the third week, we will work with the artificial light sources, with the artificial lighting, like for bedrooms, for bathrooms, for underground bars, for nights. No matter what is this, I will tell you how to build really good, realistic, and nice artificial interior lighting. On the third week, we will move to the exterior lighting, to the architecture. We always start with the sunny summer day because that is foundational. Think you have deeply understand how to work with sunny summer day, how to build composition, how to build lighting, because yes, today I showed that. And quite a lot of people ask me, Daniel, why I have to go to your courses? Because you show everything on in YouTube. Yes, that's absolutely clear. But I showed you how I made some decision. But why I made exactly this decision, unfortunately, I can't show you in such a short one lesson. And that is first important thing. And second important thing, I will work with you, especially with your special. I will navigate you personally. You will work with your project, and I will tell you where you make mistakes. That is important. During all these 5 weeks, I will give you every single day video feedback personally, not like a support team or some other guys. I personally will give you during 5 weeks every single day video feedback. That is a huge value. And on the 5th week, we will switch to exterior lighting, unique exterior lighting situations. I mean, that is sunset, overcast, rainy weather, blue hour, night, so not sunny summer day. That we will do on the 5th week. Also, Corona, V-Ray, F-Storm. So, guys, that is ultimate kit of architectural visualization. You can join it, and of course you'll get all recorded versions of these videos, and of course you'll get access for 1 year for all lessons and all our classes. So one more time, feel free to ask me whatever you want. I will answer you right now. Oh, troubleshooting. I always forget to say about troubleshooting. The question is, you may ask me, Daniel, what if I will not be able to create something? For example, I will have problems with, I don't know, with model building, model creation. I will take your first of all, I will offer you something. Then I'll suggest you something. If not, I will record for you some video when I will show you how to deal with your particular situation, with exactly this situation. So I hope that's clear. That's me, that's support team. All of them will help you with the different things. Irena will be there, Evgen will be there, Anna will be there, and of course, me personally. So here you have the links in the chat till the end of today. So you have 3 hours or 4 hours, depending on your time zone, more to make decision, join this course. In this case, we'll offer you only with this link right now today, special offer, and our Anastasia, our manager Anastasia, will write you tomorrow in the working hours and offer you special price offer to join this course. So one more time, feel free to ask me anything you want. I'm absolutely open to talk with you about anything. So I will stop this render. Everyone understand that is 10 minutes 5K render with denoiser. I will make some adjustments, I think. Of course, the most important reason why I wanna render a little longer, that is to have all these horizontal lines on the facet. That's clear. But anyway, denoiser, I will show you construction of the real picture creation, but of course in 5Ks that's clear. We have to render a little bit longer than 11 minutes. Okay, so that's definitely not bad. I can even make it a little bit higher like that. Okay, so exposure, let me do some final touch. I want to add some, no, that is too intense. What else? Just pay attention. I turn on sharpen blur, but not to add sharpness. I turn it on to add more blur to the picture, because sharpness kills. That is one of the most important things you have to know. Sharpness kills. Over sharpness kills twice. Okay, so let me copy this picture. I'm going to open it here, file, new, create. No. I want to add some saturation over there, but not everywhere, only in the middle of the frame, because I want to attract more attention here. Yeah, not only contrast can attract attention, also saturation. I think that's clear, but okay, after that I'm going to save this picture. That is name of the project. That is important to have correct names. That is another part of the course. We have less about it, why that is important and how to name it. That was a project name. I forget the name of the project. Okay, let's say name of the project. Do not name them like final, I swear final, or something like that. Number, stage number 1, number of the render 001, something like that. Then of course you can apply all textures you want to apply, and you will go to the some AI tools such as Magnific AI. I personally use this one. Oh, that is our old renders. Yesterday I tried to. That is a good example. For example, yeah. Quite a lot of people telling something like, "Oh, you can upload to Magnific anything you want, and you'll get perfect picture." No, you don't. This is the original render that is with Magnific. Yes, here we will have more details. But if picture looks, it will continue looks not so good. Yes, and that's honestly our picture, and we made it quite long time ago, but anyway, that's our picture. I have to be honest with you, and of course right now that we go with our level, that's clear. Oh, so Magnific Upscaler, I want to use exactly Upscaler. I will upload this picture I just saved to the picture and to the desktop. Scale factor 2, optimize for films and photography. Here you have nature and landscapes. I avoid this optimization. I use exactly films and photography, and that's okay for me. And engine, I usually use Magnific Illustrative. Creativity, I always start with 5 and fractality 2. I will upscale it with this function, then I will reduce it to 3 and fractality 1, creativity 3 and fractality 1 upscale, and I will use creativity 1 and fractality 0. And I also can make like -2, -2, -2. In this case, they will not modify picture at all, just upscale it, and maybe some parts of the picture will look more natural. Also, I can try some extremely, okay, maybe not extremely, but quite high amount of creativity to get some, maybe sometimes they offer me some nice ideas somewhere. For example, they will add some, have no idea, maybe nice trunk, nicer leaves on the background, maybe they will improve something. I have no idea what exactly, but maybe maybe it will good. Daniel, I will, while we're waiting for upscaling, I will answer a few of your questions. Daniel, in real jobs, what is your approach when the architecture and the real life environment is basic, poor, so the render looks good? You have, that is your goal, like to find the solution for this case. There is no one single solution for all kind of situations. Maybe so maybe we have to add trunk texture to the tree, to the trunk, but for example, you can in some project not so long time ago, we had a really pure and, like, let's say low quality environment around, and we showed a lot of sky and do not show. Oh, here we've got some trunk, and so that's quite good. And here we've got a lot of really nice looking plants and a lot of nice looking plants over there. Nice. So, well, we can take, for example, this one. And one more time, when you start any single project, you have to, as you remember in the beginning, I told you that you have to explore your project and find the ideas you wanna do in this project. For example, maybe that could be like looking for nice references or ideas, or I don't know, you can brief your client and maybe your client will give you some ideas. That's also the way to get something. So in fact, you asked me the question where to get ideas. In fact, I can't say you where, but I can tell you one thing. You have to find idea how you'll deal with this in your particular case. I think if we will add some trunk texture over there, we will get a little bit better quality of the texture here. Of course, right now it looks too awkward, and I'm not sure I can use any of these parts, but definitely with some texture we will get nice. But on the branches it looks good. On the branches it looks good, but I think this one is better. So let me, I can do in two different ways. I can clear the areas where I do not like the Magnific improvements. For example, over there. That not mean I will remove them at all. I mean just and as you can see, my picture is not bad. It is just simpler. With Magnific AI, I just add some extra detailization, but I do not change my picture, especially dramatically. As you can see, all this mass, that is just because of denoiser, of the low quality of the render. With a little bit longer render, you'll get a little bit better quality of the surfaces. But with a bigger creativity, you'll get. Let me check the facade. I have to remove the roof. And as I told you in the beginning, I speak a lot, but without my talking, that is I think 2 hours to finish this project at all. In fact, we finished it in 2 hours too. We spent 14 minutes to improving the problems with crashing 3ds Max. And in the beginning, we spent about 20 minutes when I present you the workflow. We can even generate this part of the tree with stable diffusion. That's also could be a solution for this particular case. I don't wanna, just wanna find the places where I have some mistakes. Here it looks perfect. Of course, the roof should be mine. And most of the, and we can do it with masks, of course, that's clear. I just show you construction of the picture creation, yeah? I hope you understand that. Of course, I don't want to have any extra details on the facade. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on. So, of course, you can continue work with all the same things. One more time, I don't want to spend a lot of your time, guys. I just want to show you the construction of the picture creation, and that is the most important, in my opinion, thing right now. I will add some soft light here, but I don't want to add exactly pure soft light. I want to get on the house filter, other, high pass, and I want to get this effect to highlight the facet exactly. I see here some extremely bad bad ideas, but I'm not sure. It's over there. I have to remove them. With masks, that could be easier. Not easier, just faster, maybe, no? And with these high pass, I will attract a little more attention to the facet. I will make it more contrast, as you can see. The windows will be more attractive. Uh, yeah, so that is it. So in fact, we spent, yes, the workshop was like about 33 hours, but anyway, 40 minutes minus 40 minutes of crashes minus 20 minutes of presentation. Mm, uh, so we will have 2 hours with all my talking. So in fact, that is possible to make in a one little more than 1 hour together with render. Is it good result for 1 hour? Definitely yes. But but tomorrow you will come to your project and you will try to do this, and unfortunately you'll not be able to repeat it. Why? Because you do not follow all steps of the which I offered you. You have to finish your model, then you have to, I mean, main geometry of like building, house, terrain, something like that. Then you have to finish your environment and build the composition of the frame, and you have to focus on one picture, or if you have more than one picture, you have to focus on the each picture of your project. And after that, you have, oh, and after that, you have to focus on the general feeling only. And you have to forget about how I will save all textures from the old shaders. You even delete shaders, textures on the background plants. You will never see the diffuse texture on the background. Even on the midground, you'll never do that. You'll never see them. If you need texture on the, only one reason why you'll need more detailed texturing, that is animation. But if you need it for animation, you have to do it for animation. But one more time, for all interior, I don't know, decor, are you really need textures for all book covers? Or maybe better, apply some material ID and apply them one good color matched color to your scene, of course. So guys, one more time, when you'll try this method, you'll find some you'll meet some issues. Feel free to ask me. I'm absolutely open to help you in a private messages, in a comments below this video, better in the comments, because that will give us more views. So write some comments in the section below, and if you want to offer us some topic for a future workshop, feel free to do that. What else? Course, of course. And when you'll feel that you have to get some extra boost, powerful boost to the for your visualization, and dive into somebody's experience, somebody's professional experience, feel free to join my course. And I would like to remind you that till the end of today, you'll get final price offer to the participation in this course. So I hope that's clear. Let's spend some last minutes to the for answering your questions. Daniel, yeah, approach architectural, yeah. Hello, I answered this question. Hello, Daniel, I would like to ask you if I can render my own model in professional course and not an already ready picture. No, you don't. I will explain you why. Because the goal of the course not to work with your project. The goal is to teach you how to create realistic picture, and for this realistic picture you have to have an example, because that is one of the really important points of the course. Of course, in the future, in some nearest future, you'll be able to create realistic pictures from your imagination. For example, I made this picture without any reference, based on the geometry, but that's because I have a lot of experience rebuilding real photos. Because when you work on the based on your imagination, unfortunately work in a different way, not in the same way as reality works. Because like for example, you may think on the wood we should have applied bump. Yeah, because I can feel the on the tin on the with my fingers, I can feel the texture, the bump. But in fact, you shouldn't think about reality. You have to think about real photo result. And on the photo, you don't see any surface. You see reflection difference. Because in the photo, you have way less pixels in comparison with reality. In reality, you have unlimited amount of pixels, in quotes, of course. But on the flat picture, you have some graphic result. And you have to follow the graphic result, not your understanding about the surface. That's why you have practice on picture. Because for me, could be way more difficult explain you why you shouldn't apply bump without reference to the wood without reference, because with reference you will see here is no bump on the wood. That is just particular example, and there is 1 million different situations, and all your teammates or your course mates will do the same, and I will give them the same comments as you. I mean, I also will give them comments, and they will have different materials, different lighting, different situations, and you will listen their comments, and you will do your project. So you'll get your comments, and you will listen their comments, and you will get way more experience based on working with photography, because that is education. Before going to competition, you have to train, and train a lot. So in fact, rebuilding references, that is training. That's not a competition. That's not your portfolio. That's exactly your training. You train your brain see and understand reality, because all your life you had a lot of visual experience, but visual experience and photography experience, that is not the same. What do you touch? What do you see and what you know about reality that is not the same as reality looks on the photography. You have to rebuild photography to get realistic result on your pictures. Whew. Is it clear? I try to be polite and I try to be helpful and explain you honestly why that is important, because that is important. That's not because I'm lazy to work with your project. No, but you have to train before competition. I just had a job like that, and yeah, I made what you said. Showed more sky and clothes, the dramatic mood, dramatic sky too. So that's perfect. That's cool. Thanks for your class. Thank you for being with us. Hey, I just jumped in. What is your opinion? Is possible to get extra exact result with F-Storm? To be honest, F-Storm, that is one of the most powerful render systems right now. But everyone loves Corona. That's why we still use it. But F-Storm, way more powerful tool. I hope you heard me. That is really important. That is true. And V-Ray also more powerful tool than Corona. But Corona, that is perfect entry-level software for rendering. But if you will need something a little bit more than Corona can give you by default, you'll get in trouble. I mean, Corona will not give you anything. V-Ray will give you. In fact, Corona will offer you many tools to deal with anything. Quite similar to F-Storm. Not the same, F-Storm way less, but anyway, F-Storm will give you a lot. Corona don't. There is almost... But last versions of Corona, of course, give you more. For example, exclusion from the light. That is really powerful thing. I will tell you about that on the course. Welcome to the RENDER.CAMP Professionalization course, guys. Is there a donation page link? I would like to donate you some cash, but I don't have enough for the course. Thank you. No, we don't have any donation. We are thinking about subscription for the professionals visualization and beginners courses to ultimate access to the lessons for $10-15 dollars per month subscriptions with unlimited access to all lessons. We are thinking about it. That is not offer, but maybe somewhere next year we will offer you something like that. Maybe. I'm not sure. We just think about it. But anyway, in this form, we can't give you personal work with you. Anyway, that will be like a huge amount of people. We will record lessons and just upload them. Personal work possible with limited team. That's why we make these courses, because work with limited team always better for these particular course mates. How do I optimize workflow with limited resources like PC with the minimum requirements? Oh, that's difficult to answer, depending on your scenes, your goals, and your PC, of course, PC specs and your scenes you work with. There is a lot of optimization possibilities. Proxy is one of them, but proxy, that's about optimizing RAM if you have lack of RAM. But if you have, I don't know, everything depends on your which PC you have and with which scenes you work, because sometimes that is shaders optimizations, sometimes that is converting scene to proxy or uploading some models as the xrefs. So there is a lot of way to optimize. Even remove some object you don't see in this particular scene, that is part of optimization. Have you been paying attention to today's stream? The course in the shape of the sheep that Daniel figure in Instagram made in is made in FStorm. Thank you, Daniel, for answering. Thank you for coming. Make a video in reviewing our work. I'll do, and like during course I'll mostly focus will focus on the course participants scenes, but I plan to continue to do that. I don't use Instagram, sorry, just watching here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, that's your private conversation. In 2018, I have taken your course, and it's great. Recommendation to my colleagues. Daniel is an interesting speaker and teacher. Thank you. I appreciate it. Had a project for a house in the shape of a sheep. That project was done completely in FStorm. Yes, this project was complete in FStorm, and not only this project. In fact, a lot of projects were made were made in FStorm. So FStorm, that is still not still. That is powerful tool. Different. That is just different. That's like a brush and pen. What is better? Nothing better. That is different things. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being with us. You have link to the course. You have link to the all the links you may need. We will add to the comments to the to the text below the video. I forget the word. No matter. And that's all. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Thank you. See you. Bye.